What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are jumping into the video. We are not going to be talking about the C5 Corvette because this thing behind me, it's been giving me such a pain in the butt. There's another small issue that came up, but I think I know what's wrong. I already ordered the part. That'll be here in like a few days, so I should be able to get this back up and running. I mean, it's running, it's another small little issue that just came up. But yeah, we had the parents in town, so I didn't really film anything for the past couple of weeks. Like, I had a video go up, I think like it's over a week ago now, but that was a video I filmed a while ago. So haven't really updated you guys on anything really in a couple weeks now. So I wanted to jump into the video. I was gonna save this for when we were out for the very first time with the vehicles, but I figured why not. I will show you guys the motorcycles, and since I already teased them already in like the other videos, I figured I'll just show you guys and give you guys a quick update on yeah, the new things that are coming to the channel. So let's jump into it. You can see we have two dirt bikes, KLXs. We have a 300 and we have a 140. So the whole story behind these things is that, so we were, if you guys have been subscribers to the channel, you already know, we've already talked about this many times. The whole point of having the Ram Rebel, the truck build, overland build, was to have the truck be the primary vehicle that we can go places, camp, but then kind of base camp off of that and take dirt bikes and explore and do all that other type of things, but come back to the truck that will be like our base camp. So we've been looking for bikes. We were thinking about getting dirt bikes for like a while, and it originally actually started off, we didn't even plan when we got these bikes, we didn't plan to get them both the same day. We were technically looking for one bike for Angelia, my wife, to buy. We were looking for the KLX 300, the street version, because my wife is going to take the motorcycle class, and we did see one of the bikes that they had there for sale. Angelia tried to get on it, and it was way too tall for her. So the 300s, I won't say any of the dirt bikes or dual sport bikes, they are much taller. So she tried to get on it. She couldn't really flat foot it. It was just like, it was just too tall for her. We did see other videos, like I was watching other videos, people who are like shorter, they can ride them. But I think especially for like her first bike, it would be much easier if it was a little bit lower, so you can like confidently put both your feet down, you can flat foot it, you can stand up on the bike, and that you can control it. So yeah, that was one of the big reasons why we didn't go with that 300. The KLX, it was the street version, and it was actually a little bit more than this bike, but ultimately she couldn't really ride on it comfortably. Which brought me to my other point, which I was thinking almost originally, that I knew that the motorcycles that we were going to get, or if we were going to get a bike, it was going to be 95% of it was going to be driven off-road, very little on-road. Living out here inside LA, listen, I don't want to drive a bike on the street. Many people do. It's a great time. Look, those days are behind me. I don't have any desire, especially out here. If we were out somewhere else, yeah, I think it'll be still fun. In the city, I think it's just too much for me. Call me a pansy, but hey, listen, I want to keep my legs, so that's my thing. So I knew it was going to be 95% driven off-road, very little on-road. And then like looking at the price, getting pretty much this same bike that was going to be a on-road version that was still capable off-road, had pretty much the same features, except for it had like, you know, obviously like the more on-road stuff, like the light, the headlight, the, you know, turn signals, the horns and everything like that, the digital gauge and stuff like that. It was actually a pretty good price bump to get that, and it was going to be slightly less tuned for off-road. I was originally thinking we just get dirt bikes that are 100% off-road because that's what we plan on using them for, and so it kind of worked out actually great. Let me back up. We were originally looking for one bike for Angelia, so we looked at a couple different bikes while we were there. Looked at the Honda, I forgot what version of that, but it was like a 250, I think, or yeah, I think it was like a 250cc motorcycle. The 250 was a little bit taller than this one, which would have been fine, but still was a little bit too tall. Our sales rep there suggested, why don't you even try going with the 140? They're still fun little bikes, they're just smaller. As far as like street bikes go, this is like kind of like the normal ride height of a street bike, so I think that's a little bit better. We were looking at the one bike to begin with, And it turns out, you know, it really is true. Like, I forgot how cheap actually like dirt bikes are, or motorcycles in general. Like, you can go into a motorcycle shop. We literally went in there, like looking at the best motorcycles. I forgot, like you can get them for like 20 grand. You can get, you know, like you can get you can get so many things like a lot cheaper than cars. Motorcycles are cool with that because you can get so much speed for such a lower price. Getting a used, you know, Gixxer 600, you might spend, you know, if you get like a nicer one, you could spend 4 grand and you're faster, you know, you're faster than the C5. It's just insane when it comes down to the motorcycle world. But that's where it gets people into trouble, because you got people buying a lot more power than what they can handle. Getting back to these bikes, they actually gave us a deal. Since we were going to buy 2, we were looking at the 1. And then Angelia looked at me. She was like, well, if we're going to get 2, maybe we should do it now. So they gave us a deal. So we got a deal. So we got 2 bikes for a pretty good price for both of them. So that's pretty good. I think this one is a 2022 leftover new stock. This one's a 2023. So they're both brand new motorcycles. I've never had a brand new like anything. Like car, never had a brand new car. So there's a procedure that you have to do, the break-in procedure, which I did partially on my bike. You have to just ride it for the first 20 minutes, like half throttle, and then 40 minutes you go 3/4 throttle, just nothing super crazy. And then you change the oil filter. Angelia's bike, we have to the braking period is just for the first hour, just ride it at you know, medium strength, so no hard accelerations or anything like that. So we'll do the braking period on these bikes still. I don't know if we're gonna have a chance to fully break them in before we take them out for the first time, but this weekend we're taking these bad boys out. We were supposed to like a while ago, but we didn't because we had family in town, so we couldn't really do it. So with that in mind, I am excited to finally get these bikes out. We have all of our gear, we purchased all of our gear. So from head to toe, we got every single thing that you can think of. Literally, I was just like, if we're gonna go, I wanna be safe. I wanna go somewhere that's gonna be far out, that we can really have Angelia have the time so she can kind of just like get familiar with the bike and just kind of ride it inside a non-pressured situation. So yeah, so I think we're gonna go like kind of far out. I'm not fully sure where yet. I have a couple places in mind, but So the other thing that this brings up is all of the gear that I have to bring with me. I'm gonna probably bring an extra bag I'm gonna use for when I'm actually just riding. I was going to get a saddle bag for my bike, but I think I would just prefer to have something on my back, only because the exhaust is right here and I don't want it to burn the I guess the bag, the clips or anything like that. If it falls off, I won't know. I was gonna get like a saddle bag up here, but kind of wanna leave this empty. Only thing I did do so far, I put a phone mount on my motorcycle. I think we're gonna still get the like the padding little things you put around the front handlebars. So we're gonna probably still do that, but I want to just like take the bikes out for the first time before we do any other crazy stuff. I know I just want to have my phone mount, and I'll probably have a GoPro mount or something like that, but we'll figure that out a little bit later. But a couple things I am going to bring. I'll just probably bring an extra bag. I always have my camera bag and everything like that, but I want something a little bit more rugged that I can just throw on so we can have some extra stuff with us. Inside of here, which I know it's funny, this is just a cooler, but it actually works great for storing the gas canister and other tools. So I can just throw this in the back of the truck and it stays pretty concealed. So extra gas can, extra straps, some extra tools. I'm gonna bring, the way that we're gonna transport the bikes is the smaller bike is gonna go into the bed of the truck. With the cap on, it will still fit. We have the ramp, which is back there, and then for my bike, I have a hitch mount for they can ride on the hitch. Now, I know some people have had some on and off kind of experience saying that they're good, saying that they're bad. From what I've seen, that they are fairly good as long as you install it correctly and you strap your bike down correctly. So I did do a test run with it on the motorcycle carrier. This thing is legit. pretty sturdy. And I did buy, everyone said in the reviews to get this aftermarket stabilizer is a little bit better. So I get the aftermarket stabilizer, the one that came with the kit, they said is pretty bad. So got this guy. I have the ramp for it, which just connects to the thing itself. And I do have all of my extra straps. So, strapping my bike on the back of that, on the back of the truck. So that would be a little bit scary, but you know, it's the only way we can really make them work. Now, I did think about possibly doing a trailer, which maybe at some point in time we will have to do that. I would prefer not to, only because of the goal for this setup is to be able to take the bikes long distances and go. If we have to go out of state somewhere or do anything like that, we can go with our dirt bikes, take them, you know, different places, and we don't have to carry a trailer. I would like to still be able to get off of the main roads. I mean, the Ram, it's not as versatile like off-road as the Jeep Wrangler was, for sure. It's just bigger, but I know like for that, it's mostly meant to be on-road with some off-road capabilities to get us to certain points, but the dirt bikes is kind of like the main kind of thing that we want to use off-road, if that makes sense. So we'll see how this goes. If it works out great, then great. But if eventually like Angelia wants to upgrade to a bigger bike or something like that, which she probably will down the line, then we might have to rethink this setup. But at least for right now, that's what we're gonna run with, and we'll see how things go. If it goes terribly, for sure, I'll let you guys know. But if it goes well, I'll let you guys know as well. I'm all about transparency on this YouTube channel. If something goes bad, I'll tell you guys. If something goes good, I'll tell you guys that too. So I want to be open with you guys. Now, speaking of being open with you guys, I do want to take a quick break and just tell you about the sponsor. Today's video sponsor is none other than me, geeksforcars.com. Did you know that we have a website that's not only associated with this YouTube channel, but our theme park / podcasting channel, Theme Park Villains? It's geeksforcars.com. So I just did a big overhaul of the website, and now finally we can bring actual products to you guys. So these are hand-picked products that are going to be inside of the outdoor adventuring space, and I worked really hard to hand-pick these items. But not only that, we have merchandise based upon not only this channel but the Theme Park Villains YouTube channel as well. We have deals on there right now. So right now we are selling a power station, which is actually the power station that I'm going to be getting and running inside of my Ram Rebel. It is normally priced $399, but right now we have it on the website for $279. I was able to knock down the price by over $100. So that is going to be up on the site. We also have tactical shoulder bags, shirts, Jeep JK headlight bezels, a whole bunch of other stuff, some Jeep products, some light bars. So we have a whole bunch of stuff actually on the website. All the products on the website were handpicked by me, and especially all of our merchandise for the YouTube channel. This is going to be the first edition of the new revamped merch. So we're really going to be going hard with the merch, revamping all of that, and I'm really going to be working hard to give you guys much better quality merch. And yeah, if you guys can do me a favor, head to the website, the link down below, geeksforcars.com. It's always linked inside of the video description. If you want to support the channel, going to the website, checking out any of the merch or any of the products on the website, that will be probably one of the biggest contributing factors that you could do to helping and supporting the channel, alongside subscribing to the channel and sharing the videos with other people. Thank you so much, and let's get back to the video. So yeah, so with all of that being said, I am really excited for, you know, getting these things out. Interesting thing, this one is carbureted, this one is fuel injected. I know Angelia was just like, what in the world is carbureted? What do you mean a choke? I had to show her. So the choke on these bikes are here. You just have to lift it up. So that's the only thing that's a little bit interesting. This one's a fuel injected, so you don't have to worry about that. It's really not that big of a deal. I mean, like most bikes. Actually, I think both of my motorcycles were both of my bikes were carbureted from before. So yeah, there's nothing really crazy to it. And the interesting thing is though, with dirt bikes, which I didn't know about, these things, they do not have keys. I'm not gonna start this bad boy up. Don't want this thing to just run inside the back of this, inside the garage, but you can see they just start right up. Yeah, so this is kind of just the reveal of the bikes. Sorry this isn't like the most crazy reveal. I had a whole thing scripted in my mind of taking the bikes out and doing some crazy B-roll, and then at the very start of the video being like, welcome to our new dirt bikes. I'll probably still do that. But yeah, that will be inside of the next video. So hopefully the next video you guys will see, that will either be a Corvette update with me fixing the one thing that's wrong with it, or it will be the unveiling, taking these things out to, I think, a really cool location. The place where I want to go, I think, is like really, really cool. So I'm excited to go there. It's a little bit far away from where we are, but I think it's going to be like really fun to get there and like document all of that. But yeah, I'm really excited for all of that. I just want to bring as much content as I can to the channel, but really the main thing about bringing the content to the channel is really about showing you guys that you can do it. Like, I'm nothing special. Above anything, I just want to show that you can go after your dreams. I'm just a normal guy. I work very hard, but you know, I go after the things that I want to do, and that's kind of what I want to show in my channel. Like, I'm nothing crazy. I'm not like these other YouTubers who are out there buying like crazy Lamborghinis and doing all this crazy stuff, and just like, I never want to be, you know, something that's super fake. I am a normal person. I work very hard. I'm gonna show you, you can go after your dreams. You can go after those things that you always wanted to do, but you always were maybe a little bit fearful of doing because you didn't want to start something new, or maybe other people told you you shouldn't do it, or any of those type of reasons. But I just want to show, like, hey, something completely new for me too. I mean, I've driven motorcycles. I love motorcycles. It's just never ridden off-road, so this is going to be a learning curve for me. Everything that I do, heck, everything with the Corvette, with the Ram, with everything, it's a learning curve for me. I've been showing you guys, I've had some struggles with this C5, some electrical struggles. I am no mechanic, and I have never claimed to be. I am just a guy who will look online, look on the internet, look at forums, and read a whole bunch to try to learn as much as I possibly can. But yeah, with that being said, guys, if you guys haven't seen my last video, check this video out right here. Subscribe for more. We will see you guys in the next video. See ya.